Bitboy Crypto says that the bull market will be over in a couple of weeks. Now, based on his information, he might be right. Some people are arguing with him, others saying that this bull market will last until January, February. This Thursday is a very important day because China could induce a global market crash again, something like 2008. So today we will go through all the facts and all the evidences we have just to make a more clear picture about the situation. My name is Savi and I'm here to help you with crypto or any other investments. Stay with me. Before we start, the usual, use a VPN if you want to get in contact with me. Twitter, Discord, everything is in the description, or you can see my Twitter tag in the lower corner of the video. Feel free to follow and tweet me, send me a message, anything. We are at the Bitcoin price chart, and as you can see, in the night we took a dive of 6% and came back to the 43,400. That's where we are right now. We have a couple of options here. One is that the correction now is over, we reached the bottom, and the reason is that we didn't even touch this support, or that this other support held the price and came back instantly. The other is that we are again in a week of accumulation, and this was the spring, so from here we will go up. The third one obviously is that we are in a bear market and everything will go down, which I don't think it is, but it is always a possibility. One thing is for sure, fear and greed index now is in fear again, and that is usually a good sign for me. That is something which gives me motivation to buy some, because after fear, greed always is coming. We are not in extreme fear. That would be the best position for me to buy even more, but right now this doesn't matter. Let's just go through Ethereum and Evergrande. Ethereum is at the 3000s, it took a dive to the 2800s, not the best, but it's still holding the price. Some saying that this is a head and shoulders and it will go down to the 2500s. Let's see how much it, to 2200s. For me this is a bit extreme, and the reason is that if Bitcoin doesn't crash, I don't think Ethereum will go down this low. I think if Bitcoin will move just a bit towards the 45-50,000s, Ethereum will follow and go back to the nearly all-time highs, but that's just my opinion. Evergrande bounced back pretty nice. As you see, we had after this huge run a correction. Obviously the Bitcoin crash pushed it down, but now it's back to the 210, and I know that after the 300 many people don't like it, and it should be above 300, but if you just consider how much time we spent here between the $60 and $120 or $160, I'm pretty happy with the $210 price for Evergrande, because I know that when a bigger or a major run is coming, Evergrande will amaze us. Now, why Bitboy Crypto said that we are gonna go down, that the bull market is ending in 2-3 weeks. A small disclaimer, he also said that Bitcoin might go to 100k and then go down. Yes, that would be realistic, considering that if we go to the 100k, many people will sell Bitcoin and probably we will go to the bear market. But the reason he said it is because of the SEC's new strategy. As you know, they printed a lot of money, and according to MarketsWatch, they start the tapering plan. The tapering plan is when they stop buying the treasury and the mortgage-backed securities. Now, why they are buying it up? They were buying it up every month for 80 and 40 billion. The reason they are buying these up is to strengthen the market, and when they decide that the market is strong enough, and just remember that this kind of activity pushes down the dollar's value, they will stop buying up treasuries and mortgage-backed securities, and that would mean that a deflation is coming, a deflation on the stock market, on indexes, and the dollar, the cash value will go up. Obviously, since the dollar's value is already in the bottom of the bottoms, this will create some turbulence in the assets market as well. And I'm not talking only about Bitcoin, but obviously Bitcoin's price could be also affected by this, but we can just put in one head all the assets like gold, silver as well. If this happens and the dollar's value goes up, it might be a good idea to have some dollars in your savings account, and when the big crash is coming in the assets value or the bear market, and I just want to highlight that based on the Dow Jones theory, gold is already in a bear market. It might be a very good opportunity to start accumulating. All of these are fluctuating like every market, bear market or bull market. Right now we are interested in crypto's bull and bear market, obviously, because no other asset has as high volatility as Bitcoin or crypto. But yeah, you can do this with gold as well, and also you can ride it with shorts. Now, after I explain to you what is happening on Thursday, I will show you how you can profit or take an opportunity and profit from the downward direction. So why Thursday is a very important day? Well, it's because they will decide what happens with Evergrande or Evergrande. Not sure how to pronounce it, it doesn't really matter. We wouldn't be affected by something like this. And for somebody who doesn't know, Evergrande is the second biggest company in real estate in China. They make buildings and many others. They are connected with many other companies like architecture companies, suppliers who provide materials, and a lot of clients, a lot of banks, because as it is not unusual, many people are buying and taking a mortgage on a house which is not even built yet. Now the problem is that Evergrande is in debt to 171 domestic banks and 121 other financial firms. And this is not only in China, or these banks and financial companies don't only work with companies from China. And when Evergrande cannot pay back their debt, they will not be able to give money to other companies. And when they won't be able to give money to other companies, they will kind of stop the economy. And this is involving Europe, this involves US, Australia. So this could induce something like 2008 US mortgage crisis, which obviously created a very big market crash, a very big market crisis in all around the world. Is Evergrande too big to fail? Obviously, the only solution now is if the state bails them out, if they pay back their debt. This is also not unusual. I don't know how it works in China, but if we think about the UK, many companies received millions and billions of pounds to bail them out from the pandemic-induced crisis, let's say, so they wouldn't get to the bankruptcy. If these two things, the deflation of the stocks and assets, happens, plus Evergrande will not be bailed out, and the banks will have to suffer the debt and yeah, the damage they left over. And just to show you, this is Evergrande's stock price. So it went down in 1 year, it went down from the 16 Hong Kong dollar to 2.27 Hong Kong dollars. Well, that could induce a pretty big crash in the assets market and in the crypto market as well, as we are considering crypto as asset. Now on long term, obviously having Bitcoin, crypto or anything else, it's profitable. It is going to be a good investment. That is what I think. But this probably can introduce a bear market, and not a short one as we saw in this summer, the 2-3 months, but the 2-3 years, because we are at a tipping point where we need an all-time high. Going around 50 and 40,000, it's not really enough at this point. Be very careful what to buy, how to buy. If you want to buy it for 5 years, yeah, don't worry about the price at all. If you are a trader, I would wait until the end of September. That is what I'm doing. I have my trading portfolio in stablecoins. I also promised you that I will show you how to profit from this crash. So as you see, this is my eToro profile, and this is what I'm doing next to crypto, let's say, and that is trading or CFD betting on indexes. My favorite is Germany 40. Formerly was Germany 30. And what you can do, and you can do it with other stocks as well, you can short them or long them. Obviously this is valid for crypto as well, but if you don't want that big volatility, you can try with indexes just to feel it out, just to make sure that you know how it works, just to see how it reacts to supports and resistances. And you can go as high as you want. Obviously you can change the leverage from 1 to 20. Right now I'm using 20. I usually open 3, 5, $1,000 positions. Therefore I can compensate if it goes into another direction. Right now, as you can see, I'm 61% profitable. I just had a bigger loss, and that was the crash from yesterday. And I just want to show you here. So when the price stopped at this point, I said that okay, it's gonna go back up, so I put a buy order and it went down until here, which was for me a minus 300%. I didn't let the stop loss to trigger it, it went back, so I took out with a minus 90, something like that. These things happen all the time, but the important is the average what you take out. So yeah, if you want to try it out, I recommend it. You can make some money, but you need to pay attention to it, and I don't really recommend leaving it out for overnight, for example, because you never know how the price opens in the next day. This is called scalping, and this is what I'm doing when I don't trade with crypto, when I'm in a waiting position. Okay, ETF. One last news for today. Shark Tank star predicts Bitcoin ETFs will lead to $1 trillion inflow. So they are really forcing the SEC to launch the Bitcoin ETFs in the US, and Shark Tank predicts $1 trillion inflow, which is, just to give you a perspective, the market cap for all the crypto market is 1.9 trillion. That would create a huge inflow for the whole crypto market. As you can see, it would almost double the price or the market cap, and obviously that would just shoot out the price. I hope that this is not coming when the crash is happening. It's not coming when everything is going down, so we can see a very nice spike at the end of the bull run. This is all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it wasn't too dry or too slow. If you like the content, smash the like button, help me trigger the YouTube algorithm, and I see you tomorrow.